Let's get straight to the point. Number 8, the brain's jump scare, Hypnic Jerk. Imagine you're finally drifting off. You're floating on a fluffy cloud of relaxation, and then, bam, your body decides to do a full-on Olympic hurdle mid-air for no reason. Congratulations, you've just experienced the Hypnic Jerk, or as I like to call it, the brain's internal blue screen of death. This happens because your brain is basically a neurotic overthinker. As your muscles go limp, your motor system gets confused and thinks you're actually plummeting to your doom from a tree branch. It's a vestigial reflex from our primate ancestors who didn't want to become leopard snacks by falling out of trees. So your brain sends a massive electrical jolt to your limbs to save you. Thanks, Captain Panic. It's the ultimate just checking if you're alive poke from your subconscious. It usually happens when you're stressed or caffeinated, because the reward for being tired is your brain jump-scaring you awake. It's not dangerous, but it is a top-tier jerk move by your nervous system. It's like a bad IT guy who reboots the system at 99%.
Number 7. The demon on your chest, sleep paralysis. Ever wanted to be a statue while a shadowy figure watches you from the corner of your room? No? Well, your brain thinks it's a great Friday night activity. Welcome to sleep paralysis, the glitch where your mind wakes up before your body gets the memo. Normally, during REM sleep, your brain triggers a safety feature called atonia to keep you from acting out your dreams and accidentally punching your bedside lamp. But sometimes the synchronization is as bad as a 1970s kung fu dub. You're wide awake, eyes darting, but your muscles are essentially in airplane mode. To make matters worse, your panicked amygdala starts hallucinating monsters because it can't explain why you can't move. It's the ultimate evolutionary prank. Hey, you're paralyzed and there's a ghost in the room. Have fun with that. Science says it's just a REM cycle hiccup, often caused by sleep deprivation or a messy schedule. It's not a demon, it's just your brain being a terrible host and locking you out of your own physical controls.
Number 6. The interrupted reload, fragmented sleep. Think of your sleep cycle like a high-stakes software update. You need a solid 8-hour window for the installation to finish without corruption. Fragmented sleep is like having a toddler constantly tripping over the Wi-Fi router. You sleep for 8 hours, but you wake up feeling like you spent the night fighting a bear. This glitch happens when your brain keeps bouncing out of deep sleep into light stages or full wakefulness. Maybe it's a car alarm, a thirsty cat, or just your own brain obsessing over that weird thing you said to a waiter in 2014. Scientifically, this ruins your sleep architecture. You never spend enough time in the restorative, REM, or slow wave phases, meaning your brain's trash disposal system, the glymphatic system, never actually finishes its job. You wake up with a literal brain fog hangover. It's the ultimate tease. You are technically in bed, but your internal hardware is still running on a 2% charge. It's like trying to download a movie 1 kilobyte at a time while someone keeps hitting the reset button. Number 5. The Bedtime Battleground, sleep onset insomnia. You've finished your chores, put on your pajamas, and performed the sacred ritual of fluffing the pillows. You are ready to transcend. But as soon as your head hits the linen, your brain decides to open 40 new tabs of existential dread. Welcome to sleep onset insomnia, the glitch where the off switch is stuck in the on position. While your body is screaming for rest, your nervous system is playing a high-intensity EDM concert. Scientifically speaking, this is often a state of hyperarousal. Your cortisol levels are spiking when they should be plummeting, and your prefrontal cortex is busy reviewing every awkward social interaction you've had since the 3rd grade. It's like having a computer with a fan that won't stop spinning even after you've closed all the programs. You're physically exhausted, yet your mind is running a marathon in flip-flops. It's the cruelest irony of the human condition, being too tired to actually fall asleep. Your brain isn't broken, it's just a terrible roommate who refuses to stop talking while you're trying to move out. Number 4. The Midnight Wanderer, Sleepwalking. You ever wake up in the kitchen holding a block of cheese and wonder how you got there? Congratulations, you're a sleepwalker, the human equivalent of a zombie, but with less interest in brains and more interest in rearranging the patio furniture. This glitch, or somnambulism if you want to sound fancy at parties, happens when your brain gets stuck in a weird limbo between deep NREM sleep and being awake. Essentially, your body's motor controls have been handed the keys to the car while the conscious driver is passed out in the back seat. It's a complete breakdown of the stay-in-bed protocol. Scientifically, your brain's arousal system triggers just enough movement to let you walk, talk, or even try to drive your vacuum cleaner, but not enough to actually record memories. It's the ultimate autopilot fail. And no, waking a sleepwalker won't give them a heart attack, but they will be incredibly confused as to why they're currently trying to have a serious conversation with a coat rack at 3 a.m. Number 3. The jaw-crushing concert. Bruxism. If you wake up feeling like your jaw went 15 rounds with a heavyweight champion, you're likely a member of the Midnight Grinders Club. Bruxism is the glitch where your brain decides to treat your teeth like a piece of industrial machinery. Instead of relaxing, your masseter muscles, the strongest muscles in your body relative to size, go into overdrive, clenching and grinding with enough force to crack a walnut. Why? Because your subconscious thinks it's a great idea to chew through your stress while you're unconscious. It's usually triggered by anxiety or a misaligned bite, turning your mouth into a literal rock crusher. Scientifically, it's a sleep-related movement disorder that can wear your enamel down until your teeth look like tiny, sad nubs. Your dentist loves it because it pays for their next vacation, but your head hates it because of the morning migraines. It's like your brain is trying to grind away your problems, but all it's actually doing is turning your expensive dental work into expensive dust. Number 2. The ghost in the room. Catathrenia. Imagine your partner wakes up in the middle of the night, not to your snoring, but to a long, low, haunting moan that sounds like a Victorian ghost mourning a lost love. That's catathrenia, the glitch where your respiratory system decides to get theatrical. Unlike snoring, which happens when you inhale, these sleep groans occur while you're breathing out. You take a deep breath, hold it for a second, and then release a steady, high-pitched "no" or a guttural "ugh." Scientifically speaking, your vocal cords are partially closing during exhalation, creating a literal human wind instrument. You're completely oblivious to it, but anyone else in the room is probably calling an exorcist. It's not dangerous, and it's not a dream-induced scream. It's just your larynx being a drama queen. It usually happens during REM sleep, meaning your body is paralyzed while your throat is busy auditioning for a horror movie. It's the ultimate soundtrack of the subconscious, spooky, weirdly rhythmic, and a 10 out of 10 way to make sure nobody ever wants to share a hotel room with you again. Number 1. The Breathless Blackout. Sleep Apnea. And finally, we reach the undisputed heavyweight champion of sleep glitches, sleep apnea. This isn't just your standard annoying snore. It's your body literally forgetting how to be a living organism for 30 seconds at a time. This happens because your upper airway decides to collapse like a cheap tent in a windstorm, or your brain simply forgets to send the "hey, breathe" signal to your lungs. Scientifically, your blood oxygen levels tank and your heart starts screaming in a panic. To save your life, your brain triggers a massive adrenaline spike, jolting you just enough to gasp for air before falling back into a fake, shallow sleep. This can happen hundreds of times a night. You're basically being suffocated by your own throat while you're trying to dream about kittens. It's like trying to run a marathon while someone occasionally puts a plastic bag over your head. You wake up feeling like a zombie because you haven't actually slept in years. You've just been survival choking in the dark. It's the ultimate failed to launch for your respiratory system. If your brain didn't glitch during this video, hit like, share, and subscribe. We drop fresh explanations every single day to keep you informed and slightly terrified. Thanks for watching Coolest Dude Explains. Now, go try to get some actual sleep.